Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Nero. Nero is a super ancient name, among the oldest used on the Italian peninsula many centuries before Christ. In fact, most etymologists believe that Nero finds its roots in the ancient Sabine language, which is now extinct. According to Tacitus, a 1st century Roman historian, it was said to mean strength, vigor. This certainly makes sense if you're familiar with the notorious 1st century Roman Emperor Nero, 37 to 68 AD. This man had strength and vigor in spades, even if he didn't wield these character traits in the most positive of ways. Tyrannical and paranoid, Nero's rule is marked by several cruel acts, from the murder of his own mother, and later his wife, to the greedy seizure of other people's inheritance, to the early persecution of Christians. By the end of his reign, Nero had so many enemies he was left with no other choice but to carry out one final killing, his own. Nero is also the Italian word for black and is often a name bestowed on pets in Italy and France. Personality of the boy named Nero. The number 7 personality is deeply mystical and highly in tune with their spirituality. They operate on a different wavelength than the average Joe. Spending time alone comes easily to 7s, as it gives them time to contemplate philosophical, religious, and spiritual ideas in an effort to find real truth. 7s are wise, but often exude mystery as if they are tapped into something the rest of us don't understand. They love the outdoors and are fed by nature. 7s are constantly seeking to understand human nature, our place in the universe, and the mystery of life in general. This makes them quite artistic and poetic, but they are also keen observers with high intellect, so they are equally scientific-minded. 7s are charitable and care deeply about the human condition. Popularity of the boy named Nero. Not surprisingly, Nero has never achieved enough frequency of usage to find himself on America's top 1,000 list of baby boy names. To put this in perspective, only 16 baby boys were named Nero in 2012. It's a cool name with a strong etymology, but we're guessing too many parents associate Nero with tyranny and brutality, akin to naming one's son Caligula, Attila, Genghis, Stalin, Adolf, Idi Amin, or Pol Pot, for instance. Okay, maybe not that extreme. Still, most historians do not cast a favorable light upon Nero the ancient emperor, so the name does carry with it negative connotations. Fortunately, in the interest of keeping Nero alive and well, 16 sets of parents out there weren't deterred by this. Quick facts on Nero. Gender, boy. Origin, Italian. Number of syllables, 2. Ranking popularity, not applicable. Pronunciation, Nero. Simple meaning, strong, vigorous, powerful. Characteristics of Nero. Imaginative, wise, philosophical, intuitive, mystical, solitary, eccentric. Cultural references to the baby name Nero. Literary characters of the baby name Nero. Nero Wolfe is Rex Stout's detective, first appearing in 1934 in Fairylands and continuing his appearances for another 40 years. An overweight 56-year-old, orchid-growing Epicurean who resides in an elegant New York brownstone, Nero Wolfe is the quintessential armchair detective, relying on his right hand, Archie Goodwin, to do the legwork and his chef, Fritz Brenner, to keep his little gray cells properly nourished. He is a misogynist par excellence, hates to have anyone touch him, insists that almost everyone call him Mr. Wolfe keeps his emotions under strict control and is fanatically fastidious about his dress. Who couldn't love the guy? Just about nobody, according to his long-lasting and newfound fans. Old-time movie actor Edward Arnold played him in a couple of film adaptations. He looked just the part. Popular songs on Nero. Angelo Nero, an opera by George Frederick Handel, a song by the Catherine Wheel, Nero. Famous people named Nero. Nero, 1st century emperor of Rome.